guys? Welcome to another edition of Logically Thinking. Hope you enjoyed the new intro. You know, I had a 3D intro last time we did an episode, and I really didn't enjoy it. Really wasn't feeling it, and I kind of like the style I did for this one, so hopefully you guys do too. Also put together some intro segments for some of the different portions of stuff we do at Logically Thinking. Like now when we do pickups or reviews, it's basically called game reviews and what's new in the game room, something similar to that. And I just think it's going to divide the content out a little bit better. So right off the bat on this week's episode, we are not going to talk about the Street Fighter 25th Anniversary Collection set that came out. I was covering a little bit of that last time. Just didn't have time to do it this episode, so we'll probably do the rest of it next episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, check the last episode of Logically Thinking. We just had a lot of other stuff to cover, and with my album being out on October 2nd, I've been really focused on spreading the word about that and getting things taken care of on that end. I'll talk a little bit more about that later in this episode. But right off the bat, what have I been playing lately? And that would be Guild Wars 2, a little bit of Torchlight 2, had an excellent co-op session with a few friends of mine, playing online. Really fun. I gotta say I enjoy it more than Diablo 3, just for the simple fact that you got the dog or cat or animal that can go and sell stuff for you. That's great, but really enjoying that. Guild Wars 2, I really haven't had a lot of time to play, but every time I try to play a session, I kind of jump in and try to at least earn a level. Next week, actually, I'm going to be in Michigan for a full week, so I'm hoping my work laptop can actually handle the game so I can play it in the hotel room, because there's not going to be a lot of stuff to do where I'm headed in Michigan, unfortunately. So got to find a way to kill some time. Now, if that doesn't happen to work, what I've been also playing on the PS Vita is Persona 3 Portable. Of course, this actually originally came out for the PSP, but I found it for a good price online, or on the PSN network, actually. I got a digital copy of it, because I was actually looking through my Persona stuff, and I didn't find Persona 3 Portable. I thought I picked it up. And as it turns out, I picked up Persona 1, Persona 2 Portable, but I didn't get the third one. I was going to look online to get it, and I thought, you know what? I might as well take advantage of my PS Vita and fire it up and get the PSN version of it. So I got it. It looks great, and slowly getting into that. Huge fan of Persona 4. I have Persona 3 FES, which I believe is like the expansion to the original Persona 3. It had the original game on there in the expansion pack, and kind of read around because I wasn't sure, you know, do I want to play it on the PS2 for the animated cutscenes, or can I stick to the portable? Everyone really leans towards the portable version of it, and it does seem a little bit more interactive. Like there's a lot of just pressing buttons to get to the next part of the story rather than walking around and stuff. But a lot of people said that that kind of gets boring in the PS2 version. So we'll see. I'm kind of playing it as I have time. And like I said, if it doesn't work out where I can't get Guild Wars 2 going on my work laptop, then I'll be playing a lot of that. But I'm looking forward to checking it out. Other than that, we got a lot of stuff to cover in some different segments here. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into that. So I hope you guys enjoy these segments. And of course, I will see you next week, or whenever I decide to do another episode of Logically Thinking. Enjoy the next segments. Udon Entertainment has certainly been busy these past couple months putting out some excellent art books. I've actually reviewed the Street Fighter Cross Tekken and the Persona 4 official design works over at my blog, themikemertis.com. There's also video reviews of them over here on the YouTube channel. I'm looking forward to doing a review of Marvel vs. Capcom, something I just acquired, but I'm waiting to hear back if I can get some additional artwork from Udon Entertainment so I can put it in the video for you guys. The Persona 3 art book I've actually had for a couple months now, but because I've never finished Persona 3, I really didn't want to look through it, so I'm looking forward to doing a review of this one once I beat Persona 3 Portable, so hopefully I'll be getting a chance to do that as soon as possible. But Street Fighter Cross Tekken as well as Persona 4 were excellent art books, and if you haven't checked out the reviews on them, you definitely should. I briefly went over the Marvel vs. Capcom book, and it's a really solid looking book. Artwork on it's unbelievable, covers a ton of Marvel vs. Capcom games, so looking forward to doing a review of that soon. Otherwise, you can find all these books on store shelves now, as well as online retailers like Amazon, so check them out if you haven't. Alright, first off, this is a couple of games and stuff I've picked up over the past few weeks. This one is actually one I picked up over at Goodwill, and this is Broken Sword to the Smoking Mirror. Great game, probably inferior version on the PlayStation compared to its PC and later the iPad counterparts, but I'm a sucker for point-and-click adventure games like Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, Full Throttle, stuff like that, so I had to pick this up. Great game in the series, just an overall great series altogether. I believe there's 5 different games actually that have been out under the Broken Sword banner. But I've been looking for this for a while, and at a $3.99 price point, couldn't pass it up. So I am glad to have this on the PlayStation finally. So next up we got Chronicles of the Sword on the PlayStation. Found this at the same place that I got Broken Sword 2. Another point-and-click adventure that I just had to pick up. I remember briefly seeing this game on a demo on a PC Gamer CD, never actually played it, so don't know if this game got favorable reviews or not, or if it's any fun, but it's the double disc case, and $3.99, the price was right, so I decided, why not? So up next here we have Persona 4 the Animation. This is the Blu-ray edition of it, containing episodes 1 through 12 of this great anime series. Now, obviously, this is based off of Persona 4, the video game for the PlayStation 2 from Atlas, and they decided to do an anime adaptation of it. It is excellent. Of course, it contains all the great animation and artwork that the Persona 4 game is known for. It translates very well to an anime, which really isn't shocking if you played the game before. 12 episodes, unfortunately, go really, really quick. I thought they did anyway. It's on 2 discs, but like I said, looks great. Great story. If you're a fan of Persona 4, then you're definitely going to want to pick up these episodes if you haven't already watched them in the fan sub department. Now, I believe the entire series is actually on either Hulu or Netflix, but I like to kind of watch them in the highest quality as possible, so sticking to the Blu-ray version. But overall, great pickup here. Next up, we have Ghost in the Shell 2 Innocence. I have been trying like crazy to try to get the Blu-ray edition of this, but it is super expensive. 50 to 60 bucks, if not more. I guess they did a really limited Blu-ray release of this anime, which is really unfortunate because it's a fantastic looking piece of animation. I finally gave up and decided that I was just going to get the DVD version and, you know, deal with the upconverting and when watching it on Xbox 360 or PS3. Not as good as Blu-ray, obviously, but for $2.99, it sure beats $60 plus. Excellent animation here, like I said before. Excellent story. Just really wish I could get it on Blu-ray. Now, this was a pickup I was really excited about getting, and this is the Street Fighter II line of action figures from the 90s. This was actually based off the G.I. Joe line. The company that makes G.I. Joes actually got the license for Street Fighter stuff, and they decided, hey, let's make some G.I. Joes out of Street Fighter characters. And who you're seeing here is Vega. Now, my little brother's actually gotten back into collecting comic books. He used to do that when he was a kid, as well as I. And while I pick up comic books every once in a while, he's really getting into it. So we decided to drive around and hit some comic book stores around the immediate area. Now, I really didn't find anything, unfortunately, but on the way back, there is actually this merchandise mall in Volo, Illinois, that someone opened a brand new retro toy store in. So I decided to ask my little brother if he wanted to stop there, and he said that would be perfectly fine with him. And I told him, you know, even though I'm not really looking for anything, kind of running out of room and stuff, if they had any old school Capcom Street Fighter II G.I. Joe figures, I really wanted to pick one up. Well, sure enough, at the end of the store in a dark corner was a Street Fighter II G.I. Joe figure. And if you look here, you see that, well, you can kind of see that that is Vega. And of course, Vega has all the weapons he used in Street Fighter, like a axe, sword, and other miscellaneous things that realistically he never touched in any of the Street Fighter games. But the odd thing about this is if you look at the packaging here, it doesn't feature Vega anywhere at all. It doesn't even say Vega. If you look, that's Delzim. And it shows his martial arts action for the Fire Fist, another move he didn't have in the game. And it's even advertising Delzim. So either when this package was manufactured, when the company was putting these out, they made a mistake and put Vega on the wrong blister card, or someone took the time to put this thing back together. But looking at it, the manual is perfect, the weapons are perfect, the glue doesn't look like it was reapplied to anything. And back in the 90s, it was hard as hell to try to rip these things off without damaging the packaging whatsoever. So I think this little figure I picked up actually is kind of a rarity in a sense because, well, it's the wrong character. Maybe they were all like that, I don't know. But kind of neat little thing. I think I paid $5 for it, so overall pretty cool. Nice little pickup. A little retro nostalgia there of how bad these figures were, but pretty cool nonetheless. On October 2nd, this Tuesday, the brand new Unleaded Logic album will finally be released. It'll be available on every major digital music retailer like iTunes, eMusic, Amazon, you name it, it'll be there this Tuesday, so check it out. If you really enjoyed No Fear, the music video for No Fear, as well as No Fear Part 2, I really think you're going to enjoy the rest of this album. It's been a lot of hard work. I really enjoy what I put together for it, and I really want to take a big opportunity here to thank the Kickstarter backers from the beginning of this year that helped make the album happen as well as the music video. Their funding helped pay for a ton of stuff, helped get the mastering done, helped get the equipment for the music video to film that, as well as get the director and everyone else involved to make that whole project happen. And it's been very successful, so thank you very much to all the Kickstarter backers that helped with this project. I really appreciate it, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So coming this Tuesday, if you want to check it out, I will have links posted all over the place to listen to the music. And starting Monday, I will actually start uploading all the tracks individually on YouTube as separate videos so you can hear it as well. There'll be links to check out the album from there and to buy it and do whatever. But one other thing I want to do is I actually want to give away a couple of copies of the album, so it's essentially going to be a contest. The first way to enter yourself to win a free copy, a free digital copy of the album, is to head over to my official Facebook page for Unleaded Logic. I'll put the link in the video description below, but all you have to do is like the page. Starting October 2nd, I will be doing random drawings from people who like that Facebook page for a free copy of the album. If you get picked, I'm going to pop a code into you, send it over, and you'll have a copy of the album. Now, I'm also going to be doing it for this particular video as well as some future videos as well. But if you want a digital copy, if you want to be entered for a digital copy here for Rough Groove Surface, I will be picking 3 people for a free digital copy. If you want it, somewhere in the comment lines, just say, I want Rough Groove Surface. And that's all you have to do to enter. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm really excited to have this thing out and really excited about the future. It hasn't even officially been out yet, and I'm already working on new music for a film, so it's pretty exciting. So that's all I got for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Logically Thinking, and we'll be back next time. Take it easy, guys. Peace.